Hey y'all, I'm Miss Katie and you have found me here today at Heritage Ways, where we honor home, celebrate heritage, and spread hope. Well, sometimes we do weird things and sometimes we make mistakes, and I have done both of those in today's video. Welcome to Heritage Ways today, y'all. I said I'm Miss Katie and I'm the mother of the group, and I'm busy, and I know mothers, grandmothers, caregivers, y'all are like me. I mean, you got all kinds of things to think about, and you kind of, sometimes your brain doesn't work like you thought it did. Well, I'll explain that here in a minute, but I'm going to make a pie today that, y'all, I promise, probably most of y'all have never heard of this. It is going to be weird to you. You have never heard of making a pie out of this item in my hand. I'm going to show you. But listen, don't knock it till you try it. It is good. Except, I'm going to show it to you, but then I'm going to tell you where I messed up. Okay? Have you ever heard of the company of Bush's Beans? It's a Tennessee company. We have been there. We are highly impressed with the company, the philosophy, how they treat their employees, or at least the impression that we were given, how they treat the land, the community. They give back, and we love it. East Tennessee company. You know, we're from Tennessee. Bush's Beans. Now, that I hold in my hand, Bush's original baked beans, seasoned with bacon and brown sugar. That's what I hold in my hand. But the particular recipe calls for Bush's pinto beans, not the baked beans. So that's where my mistake came in. Actually, Mr. Patient picked this up, but he did so because this is what I asked him to get. I'm going to make today a pinto bean pie. You heard me right. It is a dessert. It is considered a dessert. We had it first at the Bush's restaurant, right there at the factory where they make this can of beans right here. We had it first at the restaurant because I was curious. You know, I'm a foodie, and if something's strange like that, now if it's a strange animal, I might not jump to eat it, but a strange food, a vegetable, fruit, or whatever, I'm going to try it. Y'all, it was so good. I'm serious. You're going to want to try this. But my mistake, and my apologies to the Bush family and the Bush company, is you're not supposed to use the baked beans, you're supposed to use the pinto beans, okay? We're going to go with my mistake today, and we're going to see what happens. I mean, you know, you've added extra brown sugar and some bacon into the pie. How can you go wrong with that? Don't knock it. Let's see. Here we go. We have 2 eggs that I'm going to whisk. Now, I do want to tell you, this is not an ad. I'm not an affiliate, but you can find this recipe on Bush Beans website, and I'm going to say, or Bush website. I'll put the link down below, but I was looking for it. I assume it's Bush. There it is, bushbeans.com. And it says Bush Brothers and Company out of Knoxville, Tennessee. That's actually not where the company is. It's actually in a really rural area. And if you're ever in East Tennessee, Mr. Patient and I both strongly encourage you to visit the Bush place. It's a little out of your way. It's not near anything really, I don't think, but it is worth it. And they have a little restaurant. They have a tour. It's really worth it. Now, if you live in the United States and you're not familiar with Bush, let me know that. Or if you are, I'd be interested, because it is a Tennessee company, and we're currently in Texas, and it was easy to find the Bush beans. Okay, so it is 1.5 cups sugar. Now, I always use, when I'm doing something like this, I don't use white sugar. The only thing I use white sugar for is my kombucha. But this is organic, pure cane sugar. But y'all use whatever you think you need to be using. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. It called for draining the pinto beans, right? Draining the pinto beans and reserving a 1/4 cup of the liquid. So what I'm going to do, this is 1/2 cup, so I'm going to eyeball it. And I'm going to go ahead and put about 1/2 of this in there. Alright. I may have invented a new recipe by messing up. You know, that's the way a lot of recipes are invented, right? Get rid of the whisk over here and pull out my spoon now. I'll put a link down below. This is not an ad or an affiliate either, but I love the Polder company. It's a family company. This is a spoon that they blessed me with, and I love using it. Teaspoon of vanilla. This is homemade vanilla. A cup of melted butter. It's cooled a little bit. The recipe on the internet says margarine, but I don't use margarine because I don't feel like that's real food. So you see, I'm not using the recipe exactly. It's all right. Okay. All right, 1/2 cup finely chopped pecans. So this pie kind of has, it's reminiscent of pecan pie. It's also, I think it could be called frugal pecan pie, quite honestly, you know. You know how the old timers would use saltine crackers or soda crackers to make things go further and to kind of take the flavor of what else was in there? Well, I think that's kind of what this pie does. It kind of is almost a mock pecan pie. Kind of, but not really. Alright, now I'm going to add, it said 3/4 cup of the drained pinto beans. So that's what I have over here. It said to warm them. So I did. And mash them lightly. They're still steaming, so I'm kind of careful about getting them in there and stirred around. I don't think they're going to cook the eggs, you know. They're not going to scramble the eggs because you got the sugar in there too, so it's kind of a buffer. Hey, maybe it'll help melt my sugar. Now, Mr. Patient's gone to help a friend on his farm today, so we'll taste it after he gets home, and we can get everybody's reaction. Alright, 350 degrees in a conventional oven, 325 in a convection, which if you've been with us long enough, you know that in this oven here, in my kitchen, it's a convection. So, I'm looking at the website, 350 for conventional, 325 for convection, and 45 minutes to an hour. It says center will be slightly unset. But I just wanted to share this with you as something different and to come at you and say, we have had this at the restaurant and it was so good. Bush is known, this is a deep dish crust, unbaked. Oh, it's going to be full too. Oh my goodness, it's going to be very full. Bush's is known for having one small piece of bacon, and when we toured the factory, they were explaining how they put that in. They put the piece of bacon, and then they put the beans in there. Okay, this is a deep dish, and it all won't fit in there. So, if you're doing this at home, just know that if you you might want to make your own crust or use one of these refrigerated crust, you know, the roll up or roll pie crust. And then you can put it in a deep dish, and almost I would have the crust to come up so that you could use all the filling. I'm going to get a pan and put it on. I do want to give a shout out and a hey, how are you to our friends Elizabeth and Rachel, pair of sisters that we were blessed to meet with and eat with the other night, and we were talking about this pie. So hey to Elizabeth and Rachel, and I hope y'all try this and enjoy it. Here's the thing, this little dab is not going to fit in there, and I would say that's It's a little over 1/4 cup. I'm not going to waste it, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably put it in a little dish and bake it. So, here we go. This is very full. Okay, I put it on 60 minutes because it said 45 minutes to an hour. All right, let's see what I'm going to do with this. We'll come back when it's out of the oven. It's hot outside, friends. And I don't dare turn on the air conditioner when I'm filming inside on hot days, because all you'll hear is the roar of the air conditioning. So I'm making myself some iced coffee. That'll be nice here in a few minutes. Well, I wanted to show you, this is finishing up, but I wanted to show you, I took this out of the oven 5 or 6 or 7 minutes ago. This is what I did with that extra. I don't throw food away. And if I'd had little pie crust, that would be great. I have a video about how to make the little individual pies, but I was just trying to not waste this, but not cause myself some more work. So basically, I'm just going to try this little filling for you. The water's boiling. Excuse me a minute, let me make my... Wake up the coffee grinds there. Okay, I'm going to try this. It's very good. If I didn't know it was beans, I would be like, that's good. What's that flavor? It's unique. I can't figure it out. I will say, I can tell that I used the baked beans instead of the pinto beans, because it does have kind of like the bacony brown sugar flavor, which is not bad at all. The pinto beans would be more of a neutral flavor that just produced the filling and kind of carried the pecans through. So if you accidentally get baked beans, it's not a bad thing. You know how zucchini, certain foods like zucchini, kind of carry the flavor that they're with? I'm going to test this pie. I set it on 60 minutes. Remember the directions said 45 to an hour? We've got 7 left. It's shaky. I'm going to leave it in there. It's wobbly. I know the directions said it wouldn't set all the way in the middle, but it's pretty wobbly. I think I'm going to leave it in the whole 7 minutes. out. That bugs me that it's a little too wobbly, more wobbly than I think it should be. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes than it called for. And I'm going to turn my pie. I mean, I understand it was supposed to be set, but that's a little too much. I know that that's not going to be okay. Let's give it 10 more minutes, and that should do it. Okay, the extra 10 minutes is over now. I got a little helper. Set your light. You can tell them who you are in a minute if they don't know. A lot of them already know, but we have some new friends. Hold on, don't. Just be still so I don't burn you.
Hello. Today we're cooking a pie. I think
as in me.
Miss Katie's cooking.
Is that what you call me, Miss Katie? No, you don't. What is my name? Mama.
But I call you Miss Katie.
No, you don't. Oh, because you think that's what they know me as, Miss Katie? Okay, well, they could probably figure out that I'm Mama, but could y'all do that? Okay, this is Little Music Man.
Hello, I'm Little Music Man, the music person.
Are you shy?
Absolutely not.
Amen. Okay, here's the thing. It's pinto bean pie. Did y'all see that face? Now, he's a little, as my sister says, a selective eater. Plus, if it sounds a little weird to him, he's not going to try it. He's got a little texture stuff he's working through. Little texture issues. Okay. Here's the deal. I just cracked it by moving it.
I know.
We're going to try it when Dad gets home and it cools off. Are you going to try it? He's honest.
Okay.
All right. You going to tell him bye? Since you're not going to be in the eating end of it.
Can I do the thanks for watching?
Yes, you can do that.
Thanks for watching Miss Katie make a pie. And check out more of her videos. See you next time. Bye.
Okay, I've got the whole gang here, except you've already heard Little Music Man doesn't want to try it. And I cooked it, like I told you, 10 minutes more than the directions said. I have a feeling it's gonna, yeah. I can tell right now it's loose, or whatever the proper term would be, runny. But we're tasting it for flavor. So we've got Mr. Patient, John Boy, Little Miss Homemaker. Some of our friends out there are new. So y'all, smile, make a good impression.
Hi.
First impression. Okay, here we go. I have let it sit here. It's probably 3 or 4 hours. Y'all grab some forks. Okay, I'll show you. It is a little soft. Here's the thing. And it looks like it has the look of a pecan pie. The website says it can be frozen well. I like a pie that you can freeze. You can put it in the freezer. Mr. Patient knows, because we've had enough company in the past that we know it's nice to have a pie you can make ahead of time and have in the freezer. So that might make a difference too. You know, it'd be firmer probably. Alright, see, I want to show you. The first piece was hard to get out, but it didn't run into the pan, so I just wanted to show you that. I would call it semi-soft or semi-firm. Okay, everybody see what you think.
Tastes like pecan pie.
Now, I've already told Mr. Patient what we did wrong, so he knows. So it does, I said, it's like a frugal pecan pie recipe, isn't it? It does, you can tell it's got the baked beans with the maple and the brown sugar. That doesn't bother me, and that was my mistake, as you know. But if you had the pinto beans, it would not have that right. Say it again.
You never tell the difference.
You like it? It is very much, I know. It is very much like pecan pie. All right, we're going to eat. See y'all next time.